Welcome to r/relationship, where OP boyfriend restricts her from going to gym, swimming, and concerts without him, and he always monitors her current location, despite the fact that OP has never cheated on her boyfriend. OP needs your advice. I, 25-year-old female, am feeling uncertain about my 2-year relationship. My boyfriend, Henry, 31M, constantly assumes that I am cheating on him or doing something wrong. My boyfriend is quite strict in our relationship, and I'm struggling to understand my feelings about it. He has told me that he doesn't want me to go to the gym, swim, or attend concerts without him because he doesn't trust me to reject advances from other men. For context, I have always been faithful to my boyfriend and have never flirted with another man during our relationship. Going to concerts is important to me, but he doesn't allow me to go, even with friends. He has said that if anything were to happen, it would be my fault for putting myself in a situation where a man could touch me. He believes I shouldn't do things that make him uncomfortable. Whenever I spend the night with a friend, or choose to stay home instead of at his place, which is rare, he picks fights with me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I currently work as a dental assistant, but my true passion lies in the film and media industry. Unfortunately, my boyfriend does not support this career change, and it has become a major point of contention between us. He is concerned about me working with a predominantly male workforce and feels insecure about potential flirtatious interactions. In our last fight, he said it's not that he doesn't want me to do it, he just wants to feel more secure in our relationship and know that I'd be mean to people who try flirting with me. I find myself constantly trying to reassure him, but it never seems to alleviate his concerns. I always inform him when someone approaches me in public, yet he often assumes I am somehow responsible for their advances. I don't understand what to do. My boyfriend has my location and he consistently checks it. Last week, one of my colleagues asked me to drop her off at her home as her car had broken down, and I agreed and went to drop her. Her house was just 5 minutes from our office, but it was in the opposite direction of my house. When I reached home, my boyfriend asked me where I was. I told him that I had gone to drop off one of my colleagues. He immediately asked who he was and accused me of cheating on him, then started abusing me. I tried to tell him that it was my female colleague, and I was not cheating on him, but he didn't listen to me. He accuses me of things often with no reasonable evidence. I know he loves me, but sometimes I feel like a child being scolded. I don't see my friends or family much anymore, because he gets upset when I make plans with them. I work 12-hour night shifts 4 days a week, so he feels like it's taking time away from him when I do anything else on my off days. He also obsesses over my social media and thinks I post for male attention, which really upsets me. I don't know what to do. Can you guys give me practical advice on it? OP's boyfriend is not strict. He is a toxic bull, and OP is not in a relationship. Instead, she is in jail, Guantanamo jail. I don't understand why OP is still with that man and why she does not just leave him and live the way she wants. OP says her boyfriend loves her, but I don't see any love in their relationship. There is only toxicity everywhere, and it seems like that man treats OP as a sex doll. If you love someone, you don't restrict them and make their life miserable. Instead, you try your best to make them happy, free, and confident. It is commensalism in which that OP's boyfriend gets his bodily and egoistic needs filled, and OP gets nothing but mental tension. I suggest OP leave him as soon as possible. If OP does not stand up for herself, she will lose herself in the journey of trying to make her toxic boyfriend happy. If I were she, I would choose liberty, absolute liberty. Let's now move to Am I the A-hole, where OP's wife is forcing him to take his stepkids and their friends for their summer vacation activities. However, OP is not ready for it because his stepkids have been abusing OP's biological kids and saying hurtful things about him. The biological father of OP's stepkids also attacked OP in the past. I, 42-year-old male, have been married to my wife Olivia for 8 years, and we have 2 children together, a 6-year-old girl and a 4-year-old boy. She also has 2 children, a 12-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, from her previous marriage. My wife's ex-husband didn't want to divorce her, but she was not ready to live with him due to his toxic behavior, drinking, and drug abuse. He tried to reconcile with her multiple times, but she always rejected him. After their divorce, she entered into a relationship with me. When her ex-husband learned about it, he physically attacked me and tried to harm me, but I escaped. I wanted to file a lawsuit against him, but my wife asked me to forgive him because she didn't want more trouble. After dating for a year, we got married, and after marriage, my wife's ex relocated out of the state. Her ex-husband attempted to sue for custody of my stepchildren, but the court ruled in favor of my wife. However, the court allowed him to meet the children in the presence of my wife at his parents' home, or my wife's parents' home. In the last 8 years, he has had dozens of meetings with his children. And because of these meetings, my stepkids have adopted their father's negative attitude towards me. And they hate me. Initially, my wife supported me and prevented me from being portrayed as the bad guy, but she eventually stopped intervening. She asked me to let her handle the situation because she feared that my involvement would escalate her ex-husband's anger if the kids reported that I was parenting them. I told my wife that if this were the case, I would not interact with her kids and would not consider them when planning for our own kids. However, my wife got angry and said that I was breaking up the family. I told her clearly that her children don't consider me a part of the family. They want her and her ex-husband together, and they have even explicitly expressed this desire multiple times. They also repeat hurtful things their father says about me. In this situation, I don't consider her children part of my family. Last weekend, my wife had plans with her office colleagues, but she also agreed to take my stepkids and their friends to their summer activities, and I was supposed to have the afternoon with our bio kids. However, at the last moment, she asked me to take her kids and their friends to their summer activities because her ex was not available. When my stepkids heard her asking me, they protested and said that they didn't want to go with me. They also said hurtful things about me, so I refused to take them to their activities. Upon my refusal, my wife got mad and said I couldn't let our kids down. My stepkids yelled that they weren't my kids, to which I responded, "That's the answer." I stuck to my plans with my bio kids. Now my wife says I am being an AH for not caring about our kids, and that I was a bad husband and father. She accuses me of not treating the children well, and says that it's because of my past behavior that my stepkids don't respect me. I am tired of the hurtful comments from my stepkids and my wife's demands to bond with her children. I am confused. How can I be an AH? Do you think I am an AH? OP is not an AH. Instead, OP's wife is an AH. She is responsible for the toxic environment at home, and it is also because of her that OP's stepchildren insult him. She should learn to respect her partner, and also teach her children to respect him. Another reason for the toxic behavior of OP's stepkids is that they have been having regular meetings with their father, and these meetings are also not good for the welfare of the children. I suggest OP talk to his partner and tell her that this behavior of her children is not justifiable, and they should come up with a mutually agreed solution. Communication is key. Don't forget it. What do the Mac Reddit fans think? Is the OP an AH or not? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like the stories I brought you, just hit the like button, share them as much as you can, and don't forget to subscribe to Mac Reddit for a daily dose. Bye bye, see you tomorrow with some more spicy fries.